Hey everyone, it's Ashton. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't been here in quite a while, probably a few months now. There's a lot of stuff going on in 2021, some good, some bad. More so good than bad. Just wanted to go over everything and also retouch on my roots because they are kind of atrocious right now. I haven't touched them for probably like 4 months. I haven't really had the time to sit here and just go over my roots and redo my actual hair. I haven't even really been touching up on the color either. There's just like the one time that I tried Adore Ginger, which I really am going to start going back to just using that because that was actually a nice color that I like. I'm also not doing bleach like I did before. I'm just going to go straight in with the L'Oreal HiColor Copper and just put that on my roots and then go over with the color that I want. But for now, I'm just going to show you the process of what I've been doing or what I want to start doing from now on, because bleach is just not doing much for my hair, and then just my edges and around the perimeter just not growing. They're just breaking off, which is not good. So I could probably stop dyeing my hair to probably help that out, but that's just not what I want to do right now. I'm enjoying this color for the most part, and I just don't like the color of my natural hair on me right now. So for the most part, what I'm going to be doing is just using water just to dampen my hair, and then I'm just going to straighten it out. Well, not straighten it out, but stretch it out with the blow dryer just to make it easier for me to apply the application. So just going around spraying my hair, making sure it doesn't have to be damp or just soaking wet, but definitely where there's moisture in it, because you never want to go, or at least what I've always seen, you never want to just sit there and blow dry your hair while it's dry. The only time I really ever do that is when I already have a style that I just want to stretch the roots out just a bit, but this is way too dry for my liking to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is go in and just section off in fours. It's been like a few days since I did my hair. I actually took care of it. I've been kind of lazy with detangling and everything else. Alright, so now we're back in fours. I'm just going to do like a light detangling before that, just to help it out, so I'm not just ripping through parts just to get to my hair. So I'm just going to probably section this off into threes just to help it out just a tad bit, and then go from there with the blow dryer. I'm not really going to put a protectant on it because I don't want that messing with the dye when I actually go into it. So I'm just going to go straight in. So I'm probably just going to take about, trying to be gentle, probably like this much just to straighten it out, and put it on like the lowest setting just to help out. I just got this blow dryer, the Revlon, and just put it on the lowest setting as possible. And I'm just going to put it in a twist so it doesn't get in the way of anybody else and does not revert back if it's still kind of dampish. So I'm not trying to bone dry it, but get it to where I need, so it's, like I said, it's going to be easy for me to apply it. And then with me also finger detangling just a tad bit, makes it easier to just get most of the product on, you know, evenly without it missing anything. So I will cut back to you guys when I am done. Alright everyone, so I'm back. As you can see, like, this is how much of my roots have gotten. And This is where, like, you can see I stopped doing the bleach, and this is where I used to do the bleach and the L'Oreal HiColors. So this is the one I'm using. So there we go. I'm using the copper along with the Clairol Pure White and 30 volume. Helps me lift all that from wherever. Probably not gonna do it where I start here and leave the roots for last. I'm just gonna do all of that once. I normally don't have a problem with that, and honestly I just don't care. So I'm going to mix all this up. Pretty much 1 tube of the color and then 2.4 ounces of the developer, and I'm just gonna stir it in and then get all of this in section by section, making sure I work smaller. Probably gonna subsection this more and then work my way up, and then I'll meet you guys back once it's done. Okay, I'm back. I probably look crazy because I always do my eyebrows. I like doing them as if I'm retouching my roots. It just makes it easier. It just looks like it should be together. Anyway, so I got pretty much all of it done. I try not to touch my dread and get the perimeter. I barely had a lot to make it through the whole thing, so thankfully hopefully it covered enough, because the way I'm seeing it, it is kind of keeping it together, but that's besides the point. So now I just have to wait about 30-40 minutes or until it just lightens up. I try not to keep it on for so long, but I keep an eye on it, and then I cover it up so the heat from my scalp can just accelerate the process. So I'll see you guys back after I wash it out, and then we'll head on to another step where I put the semi-permanent dye over it. Okay, now that I've rinsed out all of that and washed my hair so I can get most of that product out, left with this. So pretty much it's covered everything. I actually had enough where there's really not a lot of spots and my eyebrows, so didn't do that much, but usually I can get away with putting a lighter color pencil on my eyebrows to match with my hair. So now that that's kind of like a copper reddish tone, what I'm going to do now is use whatever I got in this cup, which is the Adore, I think, Orange Blaze and the Truly Red. So it matches all together, so I'm not having like this craziness, but honestly it kind of looks cool this way, almost like this is lighter and my hair is, you know, coming out as this color. I'm not mad at it, but we gotta coordinate. So I got these trusty gloves. I think I'm gonna start using these from now on. Just pretty much those reusable cleaning gloves. I have not used them, straight out, fresh out of the packet. And literally that's the only thing I had. I forgot to actually buy gloves that I normally get, but these work fine. It's not like I'm gonna be using them anytime soon. I have an extra pair somewhere else. Let's get into action. So once again, starting from the back and going up front. So try and go section by section, not make sure everything's covered and saturated. This I want to make sure everything is covered from root to end, so I'm not missing any spots. But this is be time to talk about how my year's been. I hope everybody else's year's been good too. Pretty much just been wanting a change for, really hasn't even started this year. It pretty much has started for a while now, probably like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Like, my position was a department head for, you know, retail store, and I was getting tired of being in charge of people, especially because, like, I'm in charge of younger kids, usually up on working for the registers and stuff like that. And it's fine and everything. They were pretty much cool and they respected me. But, you know, dealing with customers, that was not really, you know, that interesting. And I was trying to balance out me going to work and, you know, filming for art and this program. I mean, this channel too. So I have this one, The Passionate Ashton, which is like hair, you know, vlogging for whatever else I wanted to do that wasn't art related. And then I have Ashy Mustache, which is pretty much art. But I also wanted to do like gaming too. So, you know, I was looking at Twitch and everything. My brother had mentioned it to me to, you know, you can also go on there. You know, they also have artists that post up. I actually have 2 favorite artists that were on there that I didn't know, you know, were giving more attention on there, more so than anything. And I'm just like, I was like, oh, I've been missing out. Like, this is where everybody's been. So used to YouTube and everything. And I just, after a while, it just wasn't the move for me. Especially because, like, I don't have a PC, I don't really have a setup going on, which is an excuse, but that's something like probably down the road I would do. But I'd probably do it more like a YouTube live stream than anything. I feel more comfortable on this platform than anything. I feel like there's too much chaos, and I'm really weird with like just talking just to talk. Like, I'm doing that now because now I have the freedom. I have my own space, you know, besides my roommate that's here. They're off to work and everything, so it's nice not having to deal with family and waiting when I can, you know, talk. That's why I was always doing voiceovers, which gave me more chance to sit there and go over it again, go over it again, go over it again, and then just felt even more awkward and just felt not myself. Like, it's nice just being able to just talk on here and not have to go over everything again and, you know, work through it. You know, obviously I'm going to be here saying every 5 seconds, but here's what it is. Work through it. So fast forward to, you know, after I decided that's not the move, you know, I was getting ready for my birthday in May. I reconnected with a friend that lives in North Carolina that I went to high school with, and I haven't really talked to her or hung out with her since she's moved down there. Really cool person, always had amazing energy. So I was like, cool, you know, let's set this up. She helped me out because I wanted to fly. Like, I've never been on a plane. It was nice to, for the first time, go on a plane. I've never done that, especially with the immense phobia of heights. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I can manage, but just actually thinking about it, so I'm making a mess. So I got this shirt on. You know, I got to do that, and I was like, I'm gonna be turned 29. I don't want to be doing the same thing I've been doing before, not going anywhere. So I went there, had an amazing time. It was just nice reconnecting with her and everything, and just made me realize, like, I need to be doing more. And you're probably like, oh, then why'd you move upstate? That's not really a move more kind of thing. But originally I wanted to move to Arizona. I don't know what was out there. You know, you just hear something in your head telling you, oh, you should do this. Obviously I didn't listen, but that was because, you know, this is my first time actually moving out of my place. You know, I'm out of the nest, trying to do my own thing. Obviously, with a roommate. It's like, you know, this happened August. Me and my friend talked about, you know, moving in, and there was a couple of bumps in the road before then, but by the time we found something, and then by October we were good to go. And after 10 years working for, you know, the same company, I was able to be like, bye. It didn't seem like I really need to be there, and you know how you just leave and you kind of just feel like this is the right decision because, like, nothing's really, you know, holding me there. Like, I do miss the people I worked with. You know, of course, like, as soon as I decide to leave, that's when I get, like, a manager that I'm pretty much chill with. He was an awesome person, you know, still is. And even, like, the general manager that they had promoted was a manager that was at my store, and I was like, this kind of sucks, you know? But everybody was moving. doing their own thing, and it's like I can't be here stagnant like I was. Like, I'm not feeling the creative, you know, flow that I used to have. Like, I remember back in high school, you know, I used to have to juggle, you know, schoolwork and then hanging out and all this other stuff, and I was able to do finish work so much more, like in high school, coming up to like my early 20s when I started working and everything, and, you know, left college. But it's so weird, like now I'm just like, I can't do that anymore. Like, irks me to pick up a pencil or, you know, go on my iPad and do something. And it's like, I shouldn't feel that way. I even like kind of gave up on a commission that could have been, you know, an opportunity that could have pushed me forward in a lot of aspects, but at the same time it just also just didn't feel like it was going in the right path. So I really won't speak more about that one, but, you know, that's a decision I had to make, and that's something I have to deal with and live with, and that's fine. You know, I'm not crying over it and, oh, you know, I wish I could have stuck it out and blah blah blah. It's like, no, I knew it wasn't for me. It just wasn't something I wanted to go towards. So, you know, doing this has definitely given me more independence, and I'm also going back to school for accounting because honestly I do enjoy that. Like, I could see myself, you know, doing taxes or whatever, and then having the rest of the year, or doing, you know, side bookkeeping jobs or whatever, contracting in between, where I can manage and then still be able to focus more on art, and then eventually maybe just focus solely on that. But I do enjoy accounting. Like, I did bookkeeping. It wasn't like the accounting version of it, but you do something for so long, you kind of realize how much you actually enjoyed it. So it's just something I just want to go into. I'm starting off with associates and just doing online till I feel like I can manage more for that. Like right now, I just finished, I passed the first semester, now I'm in the second one. I'm actually having like better classes now, like learning more about programs. Before that I thought I mastered, but clearly there's always room for learning, as I keep having to remind myself. Like, you'll never know. Like, even with art, I find myself learning more things, different techniques. Artists will have, you know, different skills that, you know, they want to show, and you apply it to your work, or you improve it into your own sense that helps benefit or maybe speed up your process. And or even technology, like my iPad, you're always constantly getting either new ways to improve, like how to do or make brushes, which I still suck at. Somehow I managed to make certain ones that kind of help me out, but I don't do it quite often. But I usually just use what they have on the program because, you know, I'm still kind of rusty on that one, and I want to improve as well with that. There's a lot of stuff that I want to learn between like editing, making better videos and stuff like that, and having like a better setup. Like right now the setup is kind of ghetto, but it's working. You see me at eye level. If you see me looking up a lot, it's because I have like a Sony camera that has like the back where you can flip it up, so I constantly keep looking at the screen instead of at here where I need to look at you guys technically. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm missing stuff out. Like, not too long ago, I got a piercing, septum, and I think it's called elaborate. But I've been wanting like piercings like crazy. I might get my tongue pierced again. I had that for like 3 years, and then I decided, well, I don't want it anymore. And now I'm just like, I kind of miss it. It's like, come back to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, I'm just going with the flow. Just been on job interviews here and there, and scored one that I'm just gonna take for now. That's not really dealing with customers or whatever, which I like. I just want something just low maintenance, just be able to get in, get out. The shift is supposed to be like 4 a.m. to 1, so that'll definitely give me time to also, you know, do school, make more videos, and hang out with my roommate, because that's pretty much one of the big things of like why we moved in together, was we don't really have anybody to hang out with, and we've been wanting to, both of us want to like go do something and be outgoing. I'm really a horrible introvert, and like I'm trying to stop saying no, so it's nice having somebody that's like, are you doing something? No? Alright, well here's what we can do, and I just go with it, which is fine by me. Like, that doesn't bother me. It's not demanding of like my time or anything. Like, I can always say no, but it's like, why? Like, I've been able to come up here, see new scenery, meet new people, and just do something I wasn't doing in the beginning of the year. Like, I feel like I've been telling my friends and a lot of people, like, 2021 is definitely going to be my year. You know, I was also able to get a car. I got a nice Subaru Crosstrek, and it's orange. Surprise, surprise, which is actually good, because living upstate, you definitely want something that's going to be good in the snow. And I definitely remember one of my coworkers having it, and him being able to get from 45-minute drive all the way over to work with no problem. So it was nice, and I love it. It has all the bells and whistles I need, especially with like a startup, an auto start, which is nice, so I don't have to sit there waiting for it to heat up. I can crank it up while I shovel it out. But it's pretty much everything that's kind of updated. I'm sure obviously I'm missing stuff out, but I'm just happy to be in the place I am, be able to actually talk to you guys, and just, I don't know, happy. Can't actually complain. I'm sure everybody's sad that I went, but they also understood like my decision and everything, so can't be too mad at me, can you? Eventually I want to start, especially with me turning 30 next year, I definitely want to start planning on like trips, because I have a passport and it's just collecting dust, and what good is a passport if I'm not using it? So that is something I want to do. I definitely, probably before my birthday, I'm so close to Canada, it's not even funny. Like, there's literally just like a body of water, you know, separating me and Canada. So I definitely want to go over there, even if it's just to Niagara Falls on their side, and then just go and look at nature. Like, that's my shit. Like, that's all I want to do, look at nature. It's the most entertaining thing for me, honestly. Better than holding a conversation, that's for sure. But anyway, pretty much got everything on it. I didn't really saturate it too much. I mean, there's literally just a drop left. I'm not gonna have it dripping off of my head. So I'm going to let this sit for as much as I can. Probably watch, like, I started watching Castlevania, that's on Netflix. I don't know why. I just never watched it, so I was like, alright, let me just finish it up. So I'll probably watch like however many episodes of that, and then rinse this out, and then we shall style it. I'm trying to debate whether I want to twist out or either braid out, because I'm going over my roommate's family's Halloween party, get together or whatever. So I want to make sure I look presentable, I guess. But I'm pretty much just dressing as Luigi, so maybe I'll do a makeup look, because everybody always asks like what I use and stuff like that, which is really, I literally just use one brush. Like, I need to get better at that, but all my looks, like, if I can do it with one brush, or maybe a brush and just do the corner of my eye for like highlights and stuff. I don't really get crazy with makeup. I'm only usually more of like an eye makeup person, not like full makeup. But I'm trying to get better at that because I am vaccinated now, so might as well take advantage of it if I don't have to wear a mask there, you know? But anyway, I'll stop rambling and I shall see you guys in about 30 minutes or so. So this is my hair the next day. Sorry I didn't record everything. I pretty much just did my makeup and everything off camera because I have somewhere to go. But I did twist out. After I rinsed out the dye, I used this bamboo strengthener. I'll take a picture of it to show you what I mean. Deep condition with that, and then use Texture ID curling cream to twist my hair, and then after that I just used the oil to undo the twist and separate them as much as possible to just get some definition going and some volume, and then just did my makeup. I didn't do anything crazy. I just slapped something on, just green, because I'm supposed to be dressing as Luigi later for a party, so I have to run some errands before I go, so that's why I couldn't really record. But I'll be trying to make more videos. Not sure on the schedule yet, but I'll let you guys know. Follow me on Instagram to stay posted, and subscribe and hit the notifications so you know if you don't have any social medias. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.